Hey my ducks, welcome back. It's been cold this week guys, we've had the snow. Although, we've had the snow, this is what's left of it. Good old Frosty the Snowman. But fish are coped really well. They're just sulking really, to be honest. What my beauties. Right, so let's get this bad boy installed. Finally got the pump, got the flexi hose, and we just need to get the, no not that yet, the CSM media. We just need to now just give it a bit of a wash, which is all in here somewhere. In that box down there. There it is. So we'll get all that sorted. That's the plan for this week guys. Getting the Bakki installed. To be fair, I've looked at the weather as well and it's getting a bit milder again next week, so we shouldn't really have any frosty weather. So I was going to leave it until after the little cold snap that we've had, but I think we're going to be fine if we install it today. Right, let's get a move on. Alright, I have seen a few guys just shove this straight into the Bakki and then get everything going, but as you can see from the bottom of the box, if you can see on camera, all the dust and that comes off it. So it just needs a bit of a rinse. So we'll get them washed up, get them in the Bakki. It's going to go on the bottom tier of the Bakki, so if any crap does come in from the pond, it goes across the alfragrog first. And I think it has either just started raining or just started snowing. Typical. If it does, we'll do it in the garage, no problem. I've also bought, I know I've got filter floss going into it, but I've got some foam stuff as well. So I can just sit on the top just to try and keep the filter floss a bit cleaner. Like I say, it's all going to be trial and error. Bloody British weather. Right, so that's one more or less full. I'll definitely use more than half a box. I reckon I could still get some few more in there as well, because don't forget the next tier's sitting on here. So as long as I'm under that, so I reckon I could get a few more in. But from what I can gather, it's going to be pretty heavy now they're all wet. Although it's not that bad. So I'll give that a bit of a rinse with a hose. Get a few more of this yellow dust off. Don't want any of that going in the pond. I'm sure it will irritate the fish if I do. I obviously broke something off just to fill a few more gaps up with. I've not gone fully symmetrical all the way across, so apparently when the water comes down it crashes onto it, goes in different directions, which is much better. And there's still quite a bit of dust on this actually, so I think it definitely does need a bit of a rinse. And the hose pipe again. Just brought a lot off, as you can see in the bottom of the bowl. Yeah, I reckon I'll just get a few more. Just line a few more there, we'll give it a rinse. We'll get that on into position. And then we can start getting the alfragrog out. Okay, right, this is all rinsed off. So we'll get that into position. And then before I take the crap out of there, as in the box, I might just sort the pipe work out, which is going to go on the top tier. So it wasn't that heavy. I thought it was going to be a lot heavier. I'm sure someone said when it gets really wet it gets really heavy, but it is heavy, don't get me wrong, but it must be hard, eh? Right, I'm gonna put you in here because I don't want to get you lot wet, do I? Right, so this is what I was saying about the box. This is the top layer. Picked on the big chunks. It's not that bad. I know it's been winter and the feeding hasn't been. Bit of sludge in there, but yeah, the bottom tiers. So that's going to be my next worry really, is hence why I want the foams to go above the filter floss, so it can catch all that stuff so the filter floss doesn't clog up as much. I know I've got to be replacing the filter floss quite a bit. Last thing we want is all that clogging up in there. In fact, I can't remember the last time I cleaned this out. It would have been my pre-winter maintenance. If you look at the grog, it's not caked in crap at all. height of summer, might be replacing the floss quite a bit, but let's kind of see, haven't we? See how we go. So what I'm obviously not going to do is rinse this with the hose pipe, so we'll give it a rinse in pond water, but does it even need a rinse? I could probably just go straight in, to be honest, but nonetheless I'll soak it in pond water, and then we'll get some more grog from the garage, and then we'll get this one filled up. My hands are freezing, look at them, freezing. Right, obviously there wasn't enough alfragrog to fill the whole chamber, so it's luckily had more CSM anyway. So that's a mixture now of alfragrog, CSM. I know there's some plastic pipe got in there, but it was in the same bag as the alfragrog. I got most of it out. I bet it isn't going to make any difference. So we can put some foam and the filter floss now across the top of that. A lot of this CSM I did break up as well, so all the nuts and crannies all filled up with media. Right, and the rest of the CSM I've used as well. I've actually just filled this up a bit more, so that's proper chocker now, which is good. It's going, it's going. It's good stuff for catching a lot of fines, is this stuff. And the best thing about it, it's not expensive either, so you can get this on a roll for a few pounds really. Yeah, it's not expensive at all, but at least if I put that stuff on top, even if I do a couple of layers of it, at least it's going to catch a lot of the big chunks of waste, so this doesn't clog up as quick. But like I say, it is all trial and error really, but I'm sure it's going to work. We hope, we hope. So I'm just going to get this cut. I have to put you down. Oh, that should do the trick. I've only done one layer of this for now. Okay, during the summer, maybe late spring, it might be different. I might have to put a few more layers on. So the filter floss is underneath and just sits on the grog. And what the CSM's in there. So a spray bar can all go in. Oh, we're getting there. Wish this rain would stop though. Right, so before we wire new pumps up, I've just put the flexi hose just temporarily on the end of the spray bar onto the old pump, because I just want to see what it's going to be like. So let's go and switch pump number 2 on. And I can see why I need a more powerful pump. Right, I'm starting to lose light, but the dust you can't really see because of the reflection and stuff, but there's a lot of the dust off the ceramic media that's come to the bottom of the pond. So you can imagine that what that would have been like if they'd not have cleaned it all first. I knew some would still get in. But you can see why I did need to get another pump, because the pump that was running the box, nowhere near powerful enough. Not much coming out on top of that at all. So I don't know if I'm going to get the pump done tonight because I'm losing light, or should I just come back tomorrow, Sunday tomorrow, and we can wire the other pump up. That's all I've got to do, and fingers crossed and that should be alright. Next week I can start looking to get the mind your own business, which can just fit in those gaps if you can just see, because you need the roots obviously to go where the water is. The water needs to be going on the roots, otherwise it ain't going to grow. Have I got too much media in the top? But yeah, definitely needs the other pump in, which is good. That's why I bought the other pump. I don't even know how many litres per hour this pump can do actually, the one that's running the box. It's not even a vary one, but I've now got the vary one, so we can get that wired up. I can make a start on it, I suppose, till I lose light, even if I just plumb it in tomorrow. That'll be alright overnight, won't it? Jobs are good then. My hands are freezing. I need to tidy this crap up and all. The worst bit, innit? Tidying up. Right, so as you can see, we're losing light. But my hands are frozen as well, so we'll wire the pump up tomorrow now. I'm just going to keep it like that for now. Obviously I've disconnected all the other box filter. This should be fine. No, it's not that powerful. So I've put everything back. I'll come back tomorrow when I've warmed my hands up. Honestly, I'm froze. Why are you flashing? Yeah, it's been cold today. Look, even Frosty the Snowman's still standing. I want my hands up. Right, hey up my ducks. What difference 24-hour makes? Because yesterday was freezing cold, practically snow and sleet. Today's gone to about 14 degrees. Got my hat off, got my bowed head back out. Fish are swimming around. Pond temp's about 6 degrees. Still got half a Frosty the Snowman. So you can tell the temperature's picked up because yesterday he had a head. Where's his head gone? Even the cat's come out. He hasn't been out for days. Right, so let's get this pump wired up before we do anything with that. Right, pump's nearly wired in. So this is an 18,000 variable pump by Pondtech, which I think I could probably run maybe 11,000 litres per hour over the Bakki. So we can drop the percentage down. I wanted to go one where I can bring it down rather than get one where I don't have enough, like it is now. So more or less wired up. The lady more lot. House hunting. House hunting.
And it's like sitting next to a waterfall. It's
just saying to them all, can't believe yesterday my hands were red raw. It's that cold.
It's quite warm now.
That's what I mean, yeah.
It's quite pleasant sitting here.
Good. Right, flex is attached. So we'll get that in. Cut the end of the flexi off that I don't need. We'll get all the pipe work sorted on the end before I plumb it on, and then I still got to wire it into the main box yet, because obviously the other one is still plugged in. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Job's a fish. Right, pipe in. What I've done, I've trimmed some of that to stop the slack. So it's not 100% flush, but there's not so much slack now. Bit of pressure pipe on, just so the flex doesn't come all the way up. Now that is on. Moment of truth. I've still got to put the electric box and stuff back on. What it was, that one, percentage, right, 70%, which is 115 watts, so it's 70%. That's much better now, isn't it? I've got a drip, so I just need to sort that out. That you can see on the light, that's glued into that, but some PT what's it tape on there. But the spray is much stronger. Happy with that. Oh my god, I can't believe how quiet it is. Some people are saying they can be quite loud. That is quiet. That is so quiet. The Nexus is louder. I don't know if you can get that on camera or not. So that's 70%. Before we sort the drip out, let's go 60. That needs to be fast and furious. Yeah, I think we'll go back to 70. Hence why I wanted the bigger pump. Right, so I'm going to keep it at 70%. I think that is spot on. And if you can see in there where the mind your own business is going to go, which I can get next week now, that's going to get the water, I think. Happy with the spray. I'm not sure if I need to take any media out. You can get the spray. It's not 100% hitting the foam. If it, I mean, the foam's not right against the pipe. That's what I meant. There's a bit of room, which is good. And it doesn't reach all of the alfragrog. That is dry. You can't see on camera because it's dark, but I can see it. So why is that? Why is that? Where's the water going? I'm going to have to move the camera up because you're not going to see on camera anyway, but it's not hitting all of the... Is that because that needs to be tucked down? So let's try that. Could be. Now the water's spreading a bit better now, isn't it? Right, put the camera down. I can't do it holding you at the same time. Chuffed with that. And what I've done, I've just tucked the sides of the blue foam just down a bit, and now more of the media on the top is wet, which is good. But I'm going to keep an eye on that because, as you can see, there's not much crap that's come on there, so if it doesn't clog up I can take the blue stuff out anyway. But I've just checked underneath and the grog is now wet underneath it, which is good, so it is now sort of going over more of the surface area. And you can definitely see it splashing more down the gaps as well, though you probably can't tell on camera. So that's at 70%, so that's pretty chuffed with that. The pipe work's all hidden, I've stopped the drip, that's all tightened up. No I haven't, because I've just noticed a drip, bloody hell. Right, well we'll sort that out, but I've got to nip out now, so I'll have to do that when I come back. So all in all guys, don't forget this is from JS Koi. So first of all, I want to highly recommend JS Koi. The quality of the actual build is spot on, there's no defects anywhere, it doesn't look like anything's going to break. The quality of it knows this is going to last for a long time. For all the media that's in there, nothing's bowed in, nothing's bulging out. It's just absolute quality. So I'm well chuffed with how that's working, and I think the percentage that pump's running at is spot on. All I need to do really is sort that little... Oh, has he stopped? Can't tell. So yeah. Once the mind your own business is in there, can you imagine that growing up it over the summer? What I am going to do, one of them, I think either of them actually, could go either side of that. And I might just move my bonsai to that side, don't know yet, not decided. So guys, also remember as well, because I did say it on the last video, so for this month of March 2023, JS Koi have done a deal for any subscriber to Sharpies Koi. So if you want your own Bakki from JS Koi, tell them you're a subscriber to Sharpies Koi and you'll get free delivery. Okay, that's a bit of a deal they're doing for all my subscribers. So if any of you is interested, go ahead and get that done. So that's a great deal that JS Koi is offering. Right guys, so I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. So give it a thumbs up if you like that video, and subscribe obviously if you're not subscribed already. And we should see you next time for another video with Sharpies Koi. Cheers my ducks, bye.